Hey guys, I got tagged for 7 questions by Winter, so I'm going to do my best to answer them. Um, okay, so first question is, if you could be granted any 3 wishes, what would they be and why? Difficult. I guess my first wish would be um, that everyone become much more like empathic, like so that they could kind of predict and see the impact of their actions upon others before they actually took that action. Um, sort of like you would want to do something and then you would perhaps have like a sort of vision, before your eyes of what impact that would have so that you could have like sort of the power of, prediction um, to make that decision. And I think it would force people to be less selfish, I think, yeah. Oh, and then, yeah, number 2, I would wish that everyone would be less selfish, because I think some people, even if given that sort of predictive flash, would still go, oh, well, it's all about me anyway, so who cares, sort of thing. So I wish people would be less selfish. And my other wish would be perhaps that humanity could have another way of like another way of obtaining livelihood than through the current system. So perhaps that people would have access to land and would be able to grow their own food and trade and barter with each other, and so people would choose to work. Perhaps like people would choose to provide services to other people, but if they wanted to just live like a subsistence life, they could do that as well. Um, yeah, so I guess that's my answer to that at the moment, off the top of my head. Um, are you happy with your personality? Yes, I am. Overall, and I've done a lot of work to get to that point. I think one of the only things that I'd really change about myself would be sometimes people think I'm ungrateful, um, because when they do things for me, like my reaction isn't seen as appropriate. But usually that's just because I feel guilty when other people do things for me. So I'm sort of like, having this thing where I sort of feel sort of shame over being dependent upon others, and that is interpreted by others as maybe like, I don't get the reaction they wanted from doing the thing, so they are upset, and that sucks. Um, what number? Question number 3 is, what is the funniest advertisement you've seen? Describe it. I don't know. I haven't watched television apart from like non-commercial television. Like Jamie's parents have Foxtel, so I've watched some of that. It's like cable, I guess you call it in America. Doesn't have many ads on it. And I don't read the newspaper or read magazines or anything like that, so I don't really have an answer to that. I intentionally avoid mainstream media and advertising because I don't really want their psychologist-crafted creations to impact my mind, I want to be an autonomous human being. What's my favorite holiday? Well, I would say Christmas slash here it should be winter solstice, but here it's summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. I would say that time of the year, but even though it can be great, it seems to me that it's like obligatory that someone at that time of the year has a psychic break from reality or a psychotic episode or something. There's always some huge drama in the family at this time of year because of all the stress people put themselves under to make everything perfect. So it's kind of bittersweet, but I guess I would still say Christmas because you get to see your family and all the rest of it, and that's kind of cool. Do you prefer to go shopping or just browse? I don't know. I guess shopping, because I don't go shopping for entertainment. I sort of go, okay, I need some new clothes or whatever, so I go out and I look for what I want. But it's usually quite frustrating because I have like predetermined ideas about what I want to buy when I get there, and then I forget that it's all dictated by seasonal fashion and you know, the whims of people in Paris, New York, Milan, you know, wherever else. And then I'm often disappointed. So what I usually do is I wait for something to come into fashion that I like, you know, for the style to fit the kind of things that I enjoy, and then I go out and buy a whole lot of crap, usually when it's on sale. I used to buy a lot of things on eBay because there's, you know, sort of more variety, and it's also good to sort of, even though eBay's a big horrible corporation, it's kind of good to be able to buy things directly from people instead of from stores, and because a lot of the stuff I bought was secondhand, that's kind of cool as well, because if it was made, it was not fair trade or whatever, you're kind of not supporting that because you're paying the person who bought the thing in the first place, and they're the only ones, apart from eBay, who get the money. But eBay's a bit addictive, so I had to quit. Yeah, so shopping, I just wanna get in there, find the thing I want, buy it, and get out. I hate trying clothes on. I hate it. It makes me feel depressed. And it's not like because I don't like the way I look necessarily either. It's just, something I don't like about it. Do colors affect my mood? I don't know if colors affect my mood so much as my mood dictates the colors I'm attracted to. It's weird. It's like I always hated the color yellow, and then I went shopping with my mother last Saturday, and all of a sudden I was seeing all these things that were like this precise sort of shade of sort of like sunflower yellow, and I was really attracted to it and drawn to it, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if colours affect my mood or if my mood dictates the colour preference. And question number 7 is, what is a perfect date to you? Describe it. Well, I don't know. Where I grew up, people didn't really date. They just sort of went out with friends, met other people, and then liked them, and then had a relationship with them. It's just not this like sort of formal dating thing so much. So I'm just going to answer it from what I'd like to do with Jamie. And I guess, I don't know, I'm a bit of a homebody, so I think if I was just going to make up what would be ideal that I'd really like, it would probably be if, you know, when we move to Tasmania, which is in like 8 days or something, there's a place called Sirens that does really good vegetarian and vegan food in Hobart. It's like the best food I've ever eaten of any kind ever. They are amazing. So if you're ever in Hobart, go to Sirens. Okay, seriously. Even if you're not vegan or vegetarian, just check it out. It's amazing. But anyway, yeah. So I'd probably like magically get them to start delivering food. And I would get really awesome food delivered from them to our little house, and we'd watch a video or something, just chill out, have a cuddle. That would be my ideal date. So I don't know who I'm tagging at the moment. I'll add it in credits at the end. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope it was of some interest. See ya!